Today, my colleagues and I will start a series of speeches on minimum wage regarding 10-10. It'll last for 10 days. But today, I'm going to open it. Opposition to the minimum wage is decreasing as more people are realizing higher wages make sense. Since its peak in 1968, the minimum wage has lost 24% of its spending power. Today, minimum wage employees working 40 hours per week, 52 weeks a year, earn $15,090. They can only afford approximately $377 per month in rent. But the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in PA is $739. That means minimum wage workers would need to do about 78 hours per week, or 38 hours more than they are currently working each week to afford the average fair market rent rate. Minimum wage workers' groceries cost about 23% of their annual income. That means PB&J sandwiches without the jelly and tuna fish sandwiches without the mayo. By raising PA's minimum wage, we will lift 1.2 million workers out of poverty. 1.2 million workers out of poverty. My legislation increasing the minimum wage to 10-10 would result in 1.8 billion more wages, increased consumer spending, and an additional 6,000 jobs in the Commonwealth. Then it will provide an automatic increase every year so that we don't have to readdress this issue every year when the minimum wage loses its purchasing power and no longer pays sustainable wages. I have another bill in my minimum wage package that will raise the tip wage to 70% of the minimum wage by January 16th. Minimum wage workers have waited 5 years for an increase, but tip workers have waited almost 15 years. While the majority of minimum wage workers are female, there are even more women living on tip wages, especially in the restaurant industry. For many tip workers, their employees make deductions from their pay every time a customer uses a credit card. They cannot count on their regular income because tips vary every day. And half of all tip workers earn less than $10, including tips. Our minimum wage pact and tip wage pact workers deserve equal consideration with other hourly and salary workers when it comes to pay, benefits, and treatment. Everyone deserves to be paid fairly and adequately. Everyone deserves to receive a regular pay increase. Everyone deserves the ability to support themselves and their family while working a single full-time job. That is why I hope everyone will support increases in the tipped and minimum wages. Thank you, Mr. President.